Hey there guys, Anthony here. I thought I would just do my wrap of Far Cry 3 and also Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I know now we're well into Far Cry 4, but before the thoughts of Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon go too far, may as well get them out here in this video. And as usual, I'm going to ask the question, do these games hold up in 2020? And yes they do. They're both excellent games. Far Cry 3 will do first, probably the game. If you had a friend who's wondering whether or not they should get into Far Cry, into the franchise, absolutely recommend 3 as a great starting off point. As you can, it's the game that got the remake a couple of years ago, and you can see why if you play it. It's just good fun, but it's also a more intense story, and it's just a perfect blend of Far Cry's 1 and 2, and you can see all the elements there. If you do go back and play those games, it's fun to watch number 3, and you can see how all the things there that worked got blended perfectly. The plot's pretty good as well. I like how we see Jason Brody go from this kind of snotty rich kid, gets put through this traumatic experience, his brother's shot in front of him, and by the end, he's kind of grappling a bit with becoming something of a psychopathic monster, and that's something of a theme that comes back in the other games, sometimes a bit more bluntly than others, but we'll discuss that when we get to the videos for the future games. Of course, this has everyone's favourite villain, Vas Montenegro, in it. I thought Vas was good, and I didn't like that he was killed. Sorry, spoilers, should have said that at first, but, you know, it's an 8-year-old game at this point. And then, of course, Vas gets replaced with Hoyt, and Hoyt, I don't think, is as strong a villain as Vas. Vas, to me, is a little bit of a Joker ripoff, but it works really well. And then, of course, the fight and the implication that you're becoming as bad as Vas. As soon as we get to Hoyt, he's just like typical cartoonishly evil. Like, he sets a guy on fire in a crate, and it's just to kind of... We get that he's bad. You don't need to hammer home for us that this guy's really bad because he's doing these really bad things. Like, they may as well have had a scene where he stomps on a puppy or something. And also, Hoyt just strikes me as a carbon copy of Tony Montana from Scarface. So overall, great game, very much worth going back and revisiting. Now, onto Blood Dragon. I loved Blood Dragon, and my only criticism of it is that it is too short. We want more Blood Dragon. I really hope that at some point, eventually, Ubisoft might decide to do a Blood Dragon 2. Would be really cool. My only concern there is, of course, if you make the game longer, would some of the more comic elements of it, and I mean, it's balls to the wall crazy, but would some of those more comic elements and would Rex Power Cult get a bit dry and wear a bit thin in a longer game? I mean, I probably wouldn't get tired of it because I just love the setting, I love the characters, everything's over the top. It's just a really big wink to that 1980s VHS action style. What I also love about Blood Dragon is that it wasn't an expansion in the sense that you didn't even need to buy Far Cry 3. You could just buy Blood Dragon on its own and play. That's it. Clearly, I liked both games, so this isn't going to be an overly long video. Highly recommend you go back and play them, and I will definitely be at least playing Blood Dragon again on the hard difficulty, so that should be good fun. But as I said, we're now stuck into Far Cry 4, which I'm having an immense load of fun with. You can check out my playthroughs on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GameGuyAnth. Also, please feel free to watch more of my other videos on YouTube and follow me on Twitter @GameGuyAnthony, just for all the updates or in case I need to cancel a stream. Alright, thanks.